So this is the kneeling pull down. How starting from the ground up like we always do, what I want you to do is I want you to try and split at least some of the weight onto your feet. You're going to have a lot of weight on the one knee, which is normal, but definitely with this toe up like this, where you can place a little bit of weight into this part of the foot and the front of the foot as well. Okay, then we move to neutral spine, so arch your back as much as you can and then back it off a little bit. In this exercise, you're going to see that there's a fair amount of, because we're moving upper body, there can be a fair amount of movement in your lower body. You really have to pay attention to that neutral spine position, make sure you're not arching too much, and we'll talk about some of the things that we see. Then we want to do TVA and bracing properly. So you'll breathe in and push your stomach out, breathe out, pull your stomach in, and really try and push out to the sides. And with this exercise, we want everything from the rib cage down to be as solid as possible so that when you do the pulling activity, you have a nice strong foundation to pull on. You'll be able to get much more work done if your entire foundation is set and solid. So I teach this exercise in 4 distinct movements, and the reason for that is because if you can learn how to set your foundation before you start to move, so setting your shoulders in the right place and having the right muscles active, if you can do this in a workout setting, then when it comes to real life and you have to grab something that's hard to move or do anything like that, then you can be reassured that your body is programmed properly to protect itself before it starts to do any work. So pay attention to the 4 movements that we have to go through here are very important, and it's very important that you keep them separate all the time. The first movement, when you get yourself set up, you have your foundation set up and your big 3 and all that stuff. You want to have enough weight in this cable that it actually, and you can use an elastic or a cable, that it actually pulls your shoulders up towards your ears. Okay, so when you're fully relaxed, your shoulders should be up. The first movement we want you to do is to stabilize your shoulders and get them in an optimal position to pull. So what you're going to do is you're going to tighten your lats and you're going to draw your shoulders, the top of your shoulders, away from your ears. Okay, so you'll have lots of activity in your lats here, and for a number of people, when you do this, you'll start to lean back more. So you may feel a little bit more compression in your lower back. This is when you have to really pay attention to your neutral spine. So keep your abs tight. You want to keep your eye where the resistance is coming from, but you don't want to be in this really arched position like this. You want to have a nice flat spine. That's it, where your abs, your upper abs can be very tight and strong through here, so this can be a lot of ab work when you're doing this, this actual exercise. Okay, so you keep yourself nice and flat there. Your shoulders are down and set. From here, you're going to pull the bar in to just below the nape of your neck. Now the reason for that is it really gets your shoulders back and spread apart. The other thing is, your forearm really ends up still pointing in the same direction as the elastic or the cable, and that's very important. One thing we do see a lot is the bar gets pulled down too far, the elbow starts to come back like this, and a lot of times too you see the wrist sort of break like that. And what's happening here is, as you're trying to bring the bar down too far, is a lot of the weight is getting transitioned onto your rotator cuff. And you don't want that at all. The other thing is it creates this shoulder forward posture like this, and that can definitely increase the wear and tear inside the joint here. So it's definitely shoulders down, bar close to the nape of your neck, and forearm in line with the cable. From this position, you keep your shoulders set here, and you're going to let the bar release without releasing your shoulders, so without releasing the foundation for your shoulders. You're going to go until your arms are fairly relaxed, and you'll still have a bend in your elbow, and that's normal. You don't want to force them straight because that's not good for your shoulder either. You get them into this more relaxed position, then the third movement from there is to relax, and your shoulders should return to very close to your ears. Then again, we start the second repetition. Now I'm going to go through all 4 movements here. We'll draw down, get them set, then pull the bar to the nape of your neck. Chest up, that's good. Then let the bar go up, keeping the shoulders down, and then relax. Okay? So to review the things to really watch for, a lot of the poor movements that we do see with this exercise. The first one is not setting your shoulder blades down first. So people start to pull automatically, and then the shoulders really sit up and forward. This is going to cause a lot of wear and tear in the shoulder itself. This also gets worsened a lot of times. The people that are doing this are also pulling the bar too far in front of them. And the farther in front it goes, you get this poor shoulder position, but a lot of the weight actually gets transitioned onto your rotator cuff. So, and it's not designed to take the kind of weight that your lats are designed to take. So that's the first one. The second one is almost the reverse, where maybe you are setting your foundation, maybe you're not, but what's happening as you're pulling back is you're really leaning back, and maybe your lats aren't firing properly, and you're trying to use the muscles behind your shoulder blades, and you get this real big arch in your middle or lower back, and this can be tough on your middle back. So really make sure that your body is nice and straight, and you really keep those 4 movements. You draw the shoulders down, pull to the nape of your neck. Go ahead. Keep your shoulders down and let the bar go up, and then relax. Okay?